Hey guys, Tattoo for You, Richard here, and it is time once again for a Friday's journey into Forgeworld! You ready for that? Are you ready? Look at the intensities in these eyes, or in my eyes, not my jabais. It's Forgeworld time, baby. That's right. And today we are going to look at the Arvarna. That's right. Got it painted up, ready to go. So we're going to do a little showcase quick video on that. And yeah. And I'll go over the not the tactics, because I know nothing of tactics. I just know what I read on the paper. So, but soon maybe I'll play with it. We shall see. We shall see. I have my daughter getting hurt. She's going to work on her stuff today too. She might do a little video on just a build video. Chit-chatting about her army maybe. I don't know what she's going to do, honestly. She just wants to put stuff together and glue things, so we'll see. But the more she gets done, the sooner we get and closer we get to having a game. I can't wait to roll some dice and crush some plastic figures. Let's go table down and see this thing. All right, here we are. The Tau XV107 Arvarna battle suit. And I went for a black color scheme on this because I wanted it to be kind of my, I don't know anything about it, honestly. Like its special rules or anything like that. I just know it's like it's a heavy. It's like a heavy heavy weapons platform, more or less. I guess I don't know. I just know everybody. I hear people talk about it being like a heavy beast of a critter. So I wanted to do something where it was like more dark. Not my typical green color scheme. I wanted to go even darker. Like maybe like they bring this out at night or something. I don't know. I just wanted to do something different, to be perfectly honest. So I did. So what I have it here is like a... We'll start with the base like I typically do. This is that textured styrene that I picked up a while back. I thought I had some... I used it in my terrain circle piece that I did. But I have a bit of it left over. So I decided to cut a piece out and put it on the base and use it for that. So it looks like he's actually standing like maybe near one of their outposts or something, you know, and this is the ground that they put out. And it's right at the edge. There's some rocks and stuff with it too. And then I put one of the little MDF walls that I had just to kind of use that as well. So I wanted to see like this was like a sentry standing on a base or something like that, you know. I glued the arms in position because I was having issues with them. I was going to make them where I could pivot them or something, but it didn't work out for me. So I just went ahead and pinned him in a specific position. His base, it broke. The plastic pin that comes out from the riptide's center sternum broke. So I just put a piece of rod in there so I could use it. And I actually there was two to where I could tilt it differently. But after it broke, I was unable to do that. Because I had it where he was kind of leaning off to the side firing, but that doesn't work anymore. I guess I could widen the hole and have it work, but then this rod was too long and I have to trim it, and it's a pain in the butt with using these coat hangers because they're so hefty and hard to cut. Hard to cut, man. This camera's being a straight jerk today. Here, hold on a second. Let me spin this around. Ooh, whoa, look at that. Earthquake. So anyway, let's go back over it. Like I said, it's the black. And then I did, of course, the red and the white. The green's on there, you know, and little accents here and there. Not a lot. I didn't want to go overdo it. I did my little glow thing. My OSL attempts that I try. Again, they work. They're not the best. I've seen, man, there's one guy, he does some Necrons, some red Necrons, And that OSL he puts on them, dude, you'd think he put LEDs in there and it lit up. But I did weathering on it too. And weathering on black for me is weird. Like I just couldn't wrap my head around it. But I did like a little dry brush of some grays and stuff, and then went back with some stippling of some metal to kind of make it look weathered. So yeah, that's what I did. Here, give me a second. I'm going to see what's going on over here. I have whimpering kids. I'm sorry. Apparently, a friend of ours, Liliana Bon Boom. Yeah. See, would you like to? I'm going to let y'all meet Liliana Bon Boom real quick. Let me see her. This is Liliana Bon Boom.
See her nose?
Yeah, I see her nose. My 5-year-old was upset because we have our ferrets. The baby ferret, he's like 5 months old now, maybe, something like that. He likes to mess with his cage mates because he wants to play all the time. So we had to put a little fluffy thing in there. And he likes playing with those instead. Well, my wife found this on the floor and just tossed it in there for him to play with. And my 5-year-old's not happy about it. That's Liliana Bon Boom. That's her best friend. You don't throw my best friend to the wolves and let her get eaten. No. Sorry. That's literally her words, not mine. Not mine at all. I mean, that was even her saying it. Dude, totally not explained. Anyway, back to the Arvarna. So, we have the Tau XV-107 Arvarna Battlesuit. It is 260 points, which I believe is 30 more than the Y Varna. Yes, the Y Varna is 230. So this is 260. The Arvarna Shazvri is Weapon Skill 2, BS 3, Strength 6, Toughness 7, Wounds 6, Initiative 2, Attacks 3, Leadership 9, and has a 2+ save. Unit composition is 1 Arvarna Shazvri. Doesn't say, so you can't do like you can't Riptide wing these guys, which is probably a good thing. Unit type is the Arvarna Shazvri Monstrous Creature. And then, of course, you could take a shielded missile drone with it, which is jetpack infantry, obviously. Well, can't say obviously, because if you don't have any idea what those are, then you don't know. I have a case of the sneezes. Hold on. My oldest just informed me a minute ago on the video. I said something about red necrons. And she said, "You said redneck." Yep, redneck crons. That's my next army. I'm gonna do some redneck crons. They're gonna ride around in little hoopties.
Are we going to Arlington tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow.
It's my sister's birthday. My best buddy.
Okay.
I'm making a card for her.
We have to have some necrons riding around with some Coors Light cans in their annihilation barges, and what else? They go mudding. They're mudding all the time. Silly girl. Thanks for that. War gear. Arvarna Battlesuit. Well, obviously, because that's what you're looking at. 2 pulse submunition cannons. Hey, they make that sound when they fire. They charge up to. Bawoosh. Riptide shield generator. I think that's this thing back here. I don't know. You just pretend. Special rules. Nova Reactor. Arvarna class. Arvarna Shazvri only, obviously, because it's Arvarna class. And supporting fire. Options. The Arvarna Shazvri may take up to 2 shielded missile drones for 25 points apiece. The Arvarna Shazvri may take the following support systems: positional relay, stimulant injectors. See Tau Codex page 95. That's it. That's all they could take on there. Okay, here we go. The XV-107 Arvarna Battlesuit, a heavy fire support variant of the standard XV-104 Riptide suit. The Arvarna Battlesuit provides a 2+ armor save. It includes inbuilt multi-trackers, inbuilt black sun filters, and a flechette discharger. In the case of the flechette discharger, All models in contact with the Arvarna's base are subject to the attack. So that's kind of nice. Right during
Daddy,
attack phase, I believe you can use that.
can you show them this?
Hold on, baby. I'm trying to read this. Pulse submunition cannons. Unlike standard weapons, these are powerful cannons fire clusters of sophisticated micro submunitions that detonate in proximity to their in proximity to their target in a storm of separate pulse discharges, showering the area with deadly effect. Interesting. Larger targets suffer proportionally greater harm as they can be struck with a wave of near simultaneous detonations, magnifying the blast and shredding them apart. So what you have is weapon. Pulse submunitions cannon is a range of 60 inches, strength 6, AP 4, type heavy 1, large blast, 5-inch cluster fire. So, cluster fire, very bulky models as well as those with the jet bike, beast, cavalry type, suffer 2 hits each from this weapon at an increased strength of 7, extremely bulky, and artillery, monstrous creatures, flying monstrous creatures, vehicle, any type model. Oh, that was a mouthful. Vehicle, any type models, and specifically targeted buildings and fortifications suffer 3 hits each if they are hit by the weapon at an increased strength of 8. So that's crazy sauce. So with this, you would go, say, shooting at troops or whatever, strength 6. Shooting at bikes, jet bikes, beasts, cavalry, whatever. Say like a squad of elder jet bikes. So they get strength 7. Shooting at, say, an Imperial Guard, whatchamacallit, we'll just say a Layman Russ, they get a strength 8 hits. And they get 3 of those. They 3 hits each. Nice. Don't need to read the example because I kind of just spit out an example. That's weird. Okay, I'm going to read the example. The large blast 5-inch from the pulse musician cannon hits models from 2 separate units. One comprising of Space Marine Devastator Centurions, and the other being a tactical squad. 2 Space Marine Centurions and 3 tactical Space Marines are affected by the blast. Against the tactical squad, the weapon listed profile, strength 6. Okay, that's just like I said. Is used as a cluster fire rule, does not affect infantry models without the bulky rule. And only 3 hits, 1 per model. Makes sense. As per standard rules, the Centurion squad suffers 4 hits at strength 7, 2 hits per model, because of their very bulky rule. The pulse submunition round cannon cannot benefit from the Storm of Fire special rule. Okay, that makes sense. You don't want to boost it up too much because that seems pretty powerful as is. Sorry, sniffles. Nova Reactor, Arvarna class. Arvarna class utilizes a variant installation of the Riptide's powerful and if dangerous Nova Reactor. The reactor follows the same rules as for the Riptide. Declare an attempt to use the Nova Reactor if desired at the start of the model's movement phase. Roll a d6. On a 1 or 2, fails, suffering a wound. No save of any kind can be done, and the wound cannot be negated by Feel No Pain special rule. On a 3+, one of the following abilities may be used. Its effects lasting until the start of the controller's next movement phase. Alright, ability. So, on 3 or better, we get to pick one of these. Effect. Nova Shield. Effect. The model's invulnerable saves are increased to a 3+. Cool. Volley Fire. The model's pulse submunition cannon can each be fired twice, even though these weapons are fired twice. Punctuation. Where are you at? Even though these weapons are each fired twice, each still only counts as firing a single weapon. If this option is chosen, the Arvarna may not fire its weapons at all in the subsequent turn. So essentially, you fast forward, you shoot, you lose your next shooting phase. Or for those weapons anyway. Electromagnetic shockwave. All models within 6 inches of the Arvarna's base, enemy and friendly, suffer an immediately strength 2 AP 5 hit with a haywire type. Oh, that's cool. Somebody's about to charge you, you can blast that off. Flank speed. The model gains the fleet special rule, and when making a run move, the controlling player rolls 2d6 to determine the distance moved instead of d6. That's pretty cool too. So back on this electromagnetic shockwave. So is that something that you could maybe pull off? Comments below there, people. Please. You could pull off, like, can this Overwatch? That's something I'm still trying to figure out, is models that can Overwatch, and like what can and can't Overwatch. I need to dig it into the rule book, but so if they can Overwatch, could they use that electromagnetic shield, and when somebody's charging in, use that real quick to at least do some damage to them? I don't know. But anyway, that's it for the rules. That was the last of them. It's not as rule intense as the other one, the Wyvarna, but it seems pretty good too. You know, it's something I wouldn't mind seeing in battle and figuring out how to use it and utilize it well. So yeah, that is it for my video. I am going to snap some photos of this beast and then put those right on at the tail end, and then that'll be it. So, guys, I love you and I thank you so much. And my daughter really wants to show something, so I'm gonna go ahead and show it.
It's from my sister's birthday.
That is from my 5-year-old.
It's because it's my sister's
And apparently my 11-year-old wants to show something too. There's her little kitty cat she drew.
My sister's birthday is tomorrow.
Just in case you didn't see it again.
My sister's birthday party is tomorrow. And her real birthday's on Sunday, so I made her a card.
Okay. Thank you. Now everybody knows. Guys, I love you. I thank you so much for putting up with my insanity. And until we meet again, y'all have a lovely, wonderful weekend, man. And keep whatever you do, just keep spreading that nerd life forever and ever. I'll talk to you later. Bye.